Hello babies, how are you? If you're new, hi, welcome. My name is Michelle and this is one of my mini series. This is one other person in your mind's situation and feelings about you and about the connection. So with this said, I want to remind you guys that my readings have no date. They are divinely guided. Everything has free will. Not everything is going to resonate with everybody. And don't forget the roles to be reversed between you and them. And as I always say, I run no daycare, so just know that this is entirely general. So keep in mind that you are able to take or leave whatever you want. We got here, I need to figure myself out. I feel lonely. I can't make you happy. I am the man. Don't wait for me, please, at the bottom. My life is a mess right now. So we're dealing with somebody who is entitled in a way and is also stubborn. Okay, so this is somebody who is their highway, or is my way or the highway kind of energy. I feel like they also feel like a little bit insecure about their financial situation, of course. And this I am the man is a mentality of I have to have in control. So they can't accept that maybe you're making more money than them, or that you could actually do better than them. And it's like they want to be equal as you, but you have been working for yourself for a longer time than them, so they can't see that. Also, we have somebody who is a control freak. So it's like they don't want you to be right. It's like, oh yeah, I need you, yeah, I want you, and I have to do things this way or this way to have a better life. But they don't want to tell you that out loud. It's like they don't want to admit to you that you are right. You know what I'm saying? They also want to tell you, oh, don't wait for me, please. But at the same time, they want you to wait for them. It's like, I'm going to pretend I don't want you, but I'm going to look back to see if you are following me kind of energy, you know? Their life right now is a big mess. It's because of their own stupidity and because they continue on this energy. Not only on with you, but everything they do in life. Let's see what else we got. Emotions overwhelm me. I do feel like they do not want to it's like another thing, this could be a culture thing that they don't, if it's a male, okay, the culture thing is like they don't want to seem weak by having emotions, okay? And this is something that they were raised as, or you know, there's something that they like to project. And every time they have feelings or they feel a little bit overwhelmed, it's like, oh, I'm not going to open up to you, I'm not gonna be chasing you, I'm not gonna be the one opening up and tell you how I feel, because I'm the man, I'm not supposed to feel like that, you know, kind of energy. So it's like toxic masculinity here. Will this change? But at the same time, I feel like they're fighting their actual softer side, because they can be very soft, they can be very kind, very gentle, but they just fight it. You know, they just fight it, and they go and they continue to live life asking, will I ever be happy? Will this ever change? And and the fact is, like, it could change, but it's up to them though. It's up to them to have that change. It's dark without you. They do miss you guys, they do love you. It's just like we're dealing with toxic masculinity that's hard to overgrow. And if it's a female also, that's how they live also, with that toxic masculinity energy. I'm obsessed with you, but they can't admit that they can't let you go. Like, it's like they play push and pull, and it's like, I don't want you, but I want you. Don't chase me, but chase me. I don't want you to see who I really am, but I get mad if you don't wait for me though. So it's like a very confused energy that we continue to go on a hamster wheel kind of energy here. You are so different from everyone around me. The fact that also you guys don't play games like that. I feel like, yes, you are still they're interested, maybe, most likely because you're watching this video, but you're not going to be like always knocking on their door, be like, oh my god, what's going on, can I, like, you're not there all the time to like beg them or anything. And they do, good job Isaac, and they do like you because of that. And they're like, oh my god, she or he is so different, like all the things I do, and they're so calm. So it's like they would like to get under your skin as well, but they don't achieve that. So it's like they dislike it, like they frustrate themselves with it, but also they like it. Don't treat me the way you do, I don't deserve it. Again, the fact that you're not as mean back and you're not as disrespectful, and you are in this place of peace because you have grown out a lot of things in your life, and you have healed, and you're in your journey of spirituality or whatnot, and you are coming across as like, hey, let me help you, regardless of the ending, regardless of the outcome. Let me help you because I want you to be happy with me or without me. And the fact that you're still so kind and you're still unbothered in ways, because now you're not obsessed over ending up with them. You just want them to be happy because you know if they're happy, you're gonna be happy, because that's an adult there, you know that, and you have achieved that. And the way, sorry guys, because you help them like that, I have some meat because I was eating pasta. So because you're helping them and you're still like not being that mean, they just can't grasp the idea, like, why are you not meeting me, why are you not telling me to F off, I don't deserve it. So they feel overwhelmed by the way you treat them. How could you ever forgive me the mess I've made? So I do feel like, I'm not saying that you're forgiving them, but you're just not focused in what happened in the past, because you understand that you can't change the past. You're like, oh my god, you know, I can change the past, so why would I live in the past? I want to continue in the future, and I want us to move past this. At this point, it's like, I want to move past this, bro. I want to move past this because we've been in this situation for so long. I don't want to be in it anymore, you know. Love is oracle here, but for those who might wonder, that's the oracle I have. My life is a mess right now. Once again, their life is upside down, and you know that, and you're like, hey, let me help you. I feel like you're saying, hey, my life is no better, but at least I can actually help you, maybe to find comfort in the situation you're in, because either or I'm going through that, or I have been in before. The passion I feel is overwhelming. I don't know how to handle this. I do feel now that they're actually overwhelmed by the passion and attraction that they have for you, and you are trying to find just peace with it. And it's like the fact that maybe you are willing to be friends, or willing to just end the situation, understand what happened, and maybe move past it, is something that they don't understand and low-key worry about. Hold on, guys. Sorry guys, I was just at your small size. Something was happening and I wanted to see. Anyways, I can handle your love, like I said before. I don't know why they just cannot handle healthy love. They were more like into it when you guys were arguing, when things were more difficult. Now that you're more approachable, that you're at peace with anything that happened, it's like, oh my god, I can't with this. It's like, I don't know, what is your trick? What is like, what do you want? Like that kind of energy. They feel like you're tricking them. I don't know, your person is weird. I can't let go of you. We have somebody who is obsessed with you. Again, they can't let go of you, but at the same time they can be with you, but they don't want to find a happy medium here with you. So it's like very complicated. I don't know how to help you there. What is the truth right here? So it's like they can kind of like think that you're, like I said, playing them, or that you're trying to play games, or like lying, and you're like, and they're like, hey, what is the trick here? What is the catch here? What do you really want? Like, why are you really want to help me? Like, what is your catch here, you know? You are too nice. I don't deserve your kindness. Like I said before, going back to what I told you, you are being too nice, too kind, and it's because, as I said before, you want to be over it. And this person goes like, well, why are you so nice when I don't deserve it? Like they feel like you're trying to play them to have revenge, but it's not like that at all. And also, the nicer you are, the more trigger they are. Weird, huh? Sexual desire. So there's definitely a physical attraction, I feel like, for both ends, but I do feel that you're not driven by that, you know. Why do I feel this way, or why do I feel this? Why I do feel is because they're blocked emotionally, and it's not something that it cannot be worked on. It's something that they chose to not work on. They're actually closing all the doors that they could possibly use for a positive outcome, but they're just in denial, and they're just emotionally closed, emotionally unavailable, and it's because they make it that way. Things could be a lot more easier, but they're just choosing not to. And at this point, that's why they feel that way, because they actually push you away at the same time you're trying to get in. And once you're in and you want just to have a rational situation, they just can't seem to accept that. I'm afraid to lose you. Again, the fact also that they're afraid to lose you is like, what if we find happy medium and we end up finding that you are better off without me kind of energy. So they're afraid to also invest in it, because they're like, what if we go and we find out that we are better off without each other? You know what I'm saying? Because they know at this point you don't need them anymore. Maybe in the past you needed their energies, but right now it's giving me that they need you more in their life than what you need them. They're more codependent on you. And that's the situation here, is telling me that, hey, what if I invest in this and you figure it out that you're better off without me, that I'm holding you back kind of energy, you know? And they don't want that, so they rather pull and push, you know? It is all too much. It is indeed all too much, because I do feel like we have a person who hasn't decided what they want, and they know how easy it is, but they chose not to. Because I do feel like if they were to invest in it and if they were to work it, you're gonna maybe realize that you're way better off without them, and that's something that they don't want. Don't put up with my BS. They know that they're putting you through a lot of BS. They know that they're putting you through a lot of things that you don't need to be put through. And they're like, oh, but don't put up with it, but put up with it. You know? It's like they like drama. Life without you is hopeless, back and depressing. I miss your light. As I said before, we have somebody who needs you, okay? Back then, you could have needed them, like I said a million of times. But as of right now, they need you. And they need the light, because this person likes to complain, to be sad, to say, I can't, I love you, I can't, I miss you, but I can't, I want to be with you, but then I treat you like you're not buddy, hot and cold. And it's just like they need you in their life, because their life is dark and depressing, because they themselves choose to make it like that, you know? They choose to make bad decisions, they choose to walk away, they choose to choose somebody else, they choose this kind of situations, and they themselves act like, oh my god, I just don't know what happens. Bro, because you choose it. You make it like that. I don't know who I am anymore. At this point, I do feel like we have somebody who still needs to figure it out themselves, what they want and who they are. I do feel like no matter how old they are, they continue on this loop of like, I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want. And I know you want to help them, because I feel like you want to help them, because you know what to do. But the fact is, like, they don't understand the answers you are giving them. They are not understanding what you're saying, because have you ever been in a dark place that no matter how many answers and how many outcomes and how many doors is given to you, you don't seem to see the light, and you don't see it possible? Because you're just focusing on the worst case scenario of what could happen if you go that way or if you go that way. Remember when you used to be in that dark place? That's where they are right now. And that's what you recognize, but you don't seem to understand why they don't want your help. Is because the same way you couldn't understand it back then, they can't understand it right now. And of course, it's not your responsibility to do that, but if you do want to continue on the connection until they find the light, that's what it is. I am the man. Again, we go back to somebody who is too stubborn to admit that you were right, too stubborn to admit that they need your help, or that they could do 10 times better if they do what you told them, or they're just stubborn. They don't want to admit, because it's my way or the highway with them, and they don't want to admit that, hey, maybe they're right, maybe I need to do this, maybe I'll be better without that. But they just don't want you to know that for whatever reason, because it's like they don't want to give away the power that they feel they have. I don't know where to start. At the same time, it's like they're listening to everything you say. If you were to say something and they say, well, how can I make all of this happen? At the same time, it's because they don't understand that things are not always under your control. I need to figure myself out. Like I said before, I told you this before even the car showed up. It says they are still figuring themselves out. Somebody still needs to figure out what they want and how to approach that. And we cannot help somebody who's completely lost, who is aware that they're lost, but they're not trying to make any movements into the light. I'm obsessed with you, but I'm telling you, they're obsessed with you and with your light. So it's not like they're gonna let you go, you know, because you're the only thing that keeps them sane, to be honest. People don't believe in me. At the end of the day, this person could be dealing with abandonment issues due to that childhood trauma, and they continue to try to prove themselves to people or to the wrong people. And they're like, whenever you say, you know, I'm done because I can't do it anymore, they're gonna say like, oh my god, you're just like everybody else in my life, nobody believes in me. The fact is, like, they have actually confused this. They have, yes, people in their life that don't believe in them, and this is because they're people who are freaking energy vampires in their life like everybody else's. We always have somebody like that, but At the end of the day, they're confusing you with the kind of people. You're not just not believing in them. You're just done with the back and pull, the going around, the pushing, the back and forth, the withdrawing, the hot and cold. You're just done. And they want to put you in the same lane as, oh, you're like everybody else. No, you did give in. You did try, but the fact is, like, everybody has an expiration date and how much they want to try, and they don't seem to understand that. And the fact that they are actually putting their traumas upon you, it's not fair to you either, because it's not your responsibility to fix other people's traumas. If they are unwilling to understand and to acknowledge that they have traumas caused by this and that, it's not your fault or your responsibility to fix those. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to feel guilty for that. So at the end of the day, the fact is, like, they are used to people not believing in them, but you have been their number one fan for so long, and you now say, you know what, I'm done then. You don't want my help. If you don't want me in your life, if you don't know what you want, I cannot be here just sitting and waiting for you to be ready. So now that you're walking away, or most likely will be walking away, they're gonna say, oh my God, you're just like everybody else. No, you are one of the little people, or the few people that stay in their life until you say bye, because there's no fixing you. Drugs and alcohol. We got somebody who is dealing with addictions, drugs and alcohol. Not all of you, but some of you. Not you, but the person that you're dealing with. The way I have you was wrong. So they are actually understanding that the way they have you, the position they put you through, the situation they put you through was very wrong. And I do feel like that is also shameful for them. And the fact that you still want to be there for them or help them in a way makes them feel bad. We go back to I am the man again. Somebody who, again, is stubborn as well, and who does not like change or control. I don't understand. Like I said before, remember what I told you before this card came up, that I said they just don't understand what you're saying. They just don't understand how it's possible. They just don't seem to understand it. And when somebody is convinced that they don't understand it, it's hard to get them out of that mindset, because if they're not allowing the light to get in their energies, how can we fix that? Boo boo gaga. How can we fix that? It's like when people, for example, think I'm mean. No matter how I say it, no matter who I am, no matter how everybody say it, if you think I'm bitchy and mean, there's no believing, because sometimes people want an excuse to do something or to not do something or to dislike something or someone, and once they have that excuse, they're gonna follow through, even if they know deep down it's not the right one. You know what I'm saying? I wish to be like you. They do want to be like you, meaning that they feel like even though that you have been through hell and back, and the person you are today is, unfortunately, thank you to these things that happen in life, they want to be like you. But the thing is, like, they cannot be like you until they accept the things you have accepted. You can accept, hey, this was wrong, that was wrong, I needed help, or like, hey, I need to work on myself and better myself, and this, that, and that. The first step to everything is acknowledging, and you did that. And the fact that they're not doing that, that's why they cannot be like you, because the first step is to admit that some things were done wrong, that they were not perfect, that you could have been right about a few things, and that things needed to be done or needs to be done in a certain way. They also need to admit that they need help, that they might not be happy, and that they also are not doing things correctly. But until that day, they can never be like you, because they're not willing to admit it. Until right now, they're not admitting it. They want to say, oh, I just don't know that, and that is their fault. So as an adult that we all are, because all my readings are for adults, if you see my videos, it's not for kids, we are responsible of our own decisions. And there's a limit in where we can actually blame others for what we do or don't do. And the fact that some people want to continue blame other things because they chose not to work on it, that is when we draw the line. I want out. Because you trigger too much towards them, and you trigger too much because, trust me, it's easy to say, hey, let me fix my pants. Let's make a better person out of yourself. Being a better version of yourself is the hardest thing, because you have to shed the old you. You have to shed old things that you don't want to shed, or you're not ready to shed, or it's too hard to do so. And the fact that they need to do all that, that's why people, when they're talking to somebody who's woke, okay, let's say talking to somebody who is woke, they feel attacked, they feel overwhelmed, they feel like their spirituality and their awakening is too much, because because you're shedding the old you. You're taking off the blindfold. You're shedding and you're understanding, you're feeling. Because whenever we are blinded and we're not wanting to understand, we are numb. And that's why we are numb, because we're not wanting to feel, we don't want to see the truth, because we are like, oh, it's for sure gonna hurt me, but I don't want to do it. So you continue on the numb energy. Now, whenever you find somebody who's woke, it pokes something and it lifts something on you, and that's the entry to other things to come in and to pretty much shed everything that was not serving you, and you could see, hear, and understand clearly. But it could take a whole ass year or more to do so. Now, not everybody actually wants to do it. That's why a lot of people who start the spiritual journey end up going back to what they used to, or they just say, you know what, I'm not doing, that's a scam, it's not for me. It's because they did not have the strength to continue with it. They do have it naturally, but they believe themselves in their mind that they didn't. So that's why they shed it, and they just was too much, and they went back and put it back, whatever they shed it on, and they say, oh no, it's not for me, and they went back to everything, because spirituality is not for everybody, just because it's hard. And if you're not willing to continue to grow and to continue to shed into the new skin covers you, you're going to give in. You're going to give in. And I had a lot of people who were like that, and I'm so happy because they have grown so much as people, and people who watch me, people who are my friends. Like, it was hard, and I was with them because they will tell me things, because like I said before, people talk to me outside the YouTube, and I see them becoming this amazing person that I feel so proud of them, like they were my little babies, because it's amazing to see when people is committed to overcome challenges and to be woke. Once they reach that level, boo boo gaga, dang, you're so powerful. What is the truth? Question mark. The truth is right in front of their eyes. You are the truth. What is the truth? You. But they don't like that truth. That's the thing about my readings, for example. People like the truth. They want the truth that mommy and daddy will tell them, what a family member will tell them, what they want to hear. They don't want the truth that comes from my mouth, that comes from my mother's Lilith energies or universe. They don't like that truth, because that truth is too raw. That truth is too difficult. So they want to cover themselves into the truth that they want to believe, and they accuse people, and they continue to blame everybody, and they start crying in the comments. And like I said before, people who diss and they get dissed back, because girl, I'm not the one. And when I show you who I am, you delete the comments. So what this said is, you don't like the truth. This person does not like the truth. Like, I was trying to talk to them. They don't like the truth, okay? Because the truth is too raw, and it comes with accountability that they have to take, and they don't want to do that. So whenever the truth comes with accountability, people are gonna brush it off. They're gonna say, no, that's not the truth, because this and that lady told me. Okay, if that reading was so correct, why are you not with them? Why are you not where you're supposed to? Because this person who's telling you that is not telling you all the things you need to work on yourself, because you also are the one to blame. Why have a change the way I am and the way I address people? Because before I was very bitchy. Like, I'm bitchy, but like, I was terrible. I was like, oh my god, who's that? But anyways, I loved it. But anyways, because I was not actually on the spiritual level that I am right now. I was still learning, and I was still working on myself, and I literally got triggered by tiny little things, and I would just snap like this. Not like the way I do it now, because I do it for fun, and I literally don't care. It's just like, I'm bitchy, and I'm gonna tell you I'm Queen Bee, and Queen Bee is Queen Bee, okay? So anyways, but back then I would literally be triggered, and I look back now and I'm like, bro, Michelle, like, you have grown so much. Because that's the thing, whenever you are growing in the spiritual level, you have to acknowledge that you are not correct in certain things, and that you needed to be work on certain things to become the person you are today. And your person is unwilling to do that because they don't want to accept that truth, because it makes them look bad or makes them feel bad. That's why they don't understand it. Truth comes with accountability, and they are lacking of that. I wish I can understand you. Like I said before, remember what I've been telling you? They don't understand you because they themselves are this. They are doing this with the truth you're giving them. That's what they're doing with the truth you're giving them. And they're going like this. Because it doesn't sound or look like the truth they want to hear. Because it's not easy. And spirituality and the twin flame connections, the soulmate connection is not easy. I don't know who I am anymore. You are so different from everybody around me. Don't treat me the way you do. I don't deserve it. Like I said before, we continue with this. We continue with this, and I can't continue with this because it's more for you to understand what you're getting yourself into, or you are in yourself into, and to stop saying like, he's a narcissist, she's a narcissist, because people nowadays are throwing the word narcissist like they know what that means. Like, literally look for what narcissist means for real before you throwing it out there. Just because it sounds like it doesn't mean it is. We're talking about somebody who is blinded, who is in a dark place and don't want to get out of it. They won't be getting out of it, but it's a personal choice. They may, and it's nothing like, but we can do magic for, you know. We got spy. Someone got their eye on you. You are doing your research. So they're spying on your social media. Or if you send a message, they did read it. They want you to know maybe you need to get a new pet or give more love to a pet that you already have. We also have pregnancy. Somebody is expecting. We got fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. We got here manifest. Tell the universe what you want exactly. Sexuality right here. Someone is still figuring themselves out. This could be one of the reasons as well. Not necessarily, but one of the reasons. We got date night, and it says get ready to be wined and dined. It says committed. It says things are getting very serious. We got gambling. We got problems with addictions or gambling, bad finances. We got intimacy, sexual chemistry, reminiscing. It says let go, and it says make room for the new beginning on its way to you right now. It says patience. It says just a few more months, good things come to those who wait. Guardian angel, it says a lost loved one watches over you. It says communicate, compromise, forgive, work it out. It says intuition, the red flags you ignore now will come back to bite later. And health, take care of your health, boo boo gaga, okay? Love spelled, you are bewitched, and no, it's not the right time. Let's see what other sort of signs. Virgo, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries again, Leo again, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Capricorn, a lot of fire, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio again, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio again, a lot of fire here. Pisces, Leo, Aries, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, focus in Capricorn. Again, fire, and it's more S and water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and at the bottom Taurus. So it's a very strong water, a very strong fire, and a very strong earth sign. The person that you may be connecting with, or they have very strong of those sort of signs in the chart. So, let me give you the possible initials here. Let's see. Keep in mind that this could be the first, last, middle, or even a nickname. We got H as in hamburger, Y as in yes, C as in cat, Q as in queso, M as in Michelle, P as in Peter, K as in KFC, A as in apple, S as in Sam, U as in umbrella, E as in Edwin, J as in Jason, X as Xavier, W as in William, and L as in Leo. Those are the possible initials of this person I was talking about. I'm going to give you some messages. Let's see if I can give you 2 or 3 of them. Let's see. So at the bottom we got Ram, and it's perseverance, and it says you have many gifts. No problem can withstand the power of your mind. With patience you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up, and good luck will follow. We got Dragonfly, magic, and it says I embrace my transformation. I courageously let go of the past. The magic of nature is in me. I am brilliant. I am blessed. And Giraffe, and this is visionary. Rise above earthly matters, glide through life with grace. You are able to see the right path, stand tall in your self-worth, and love with a big heart. So those are the final readings, the cards for you today. Thank you so much for watching me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Again, if you want to win a chance of a free reading, make sure to subscribe to my channel, because every time my channel gains 1,000 subscribers, I host a free reading giveaway. Right now, I'm going to be recording that giveaway video this week, if not tomorrow, Sunday, or the week, Monday or Tuesday. Also, every month I want to be choosing 1 or 2 lucky subscribers, and when I'm going to be reading the cards on a YouTube short. Please don't email me or message me according to that, because I will make a video. Okay, please don't message me for that. With this said, most likely I'll show you my social media. So if you follow me on Instagram, I'll follow you back. I also have a TikTok. I have a small group on Facebook. I have an upcoming project on my Patreon. Once it's launched, I'm going to be actually giving classes for tarot readings over there, as well as very uncensored readings, multiple things that I can do here on YouTube, as well as podcasts and so much more. I also have I also am an Amazon affiliate, and I'm going to show you the storefront. So if you want to check my storefront on Amazon, the link is going to be in the description box below. And yes, as an Amazon affiliate, I earn commission from selected sales. So if you want to double check it, it's going to be in the description box below, as well as on my Instagram, on the bio of my Instagram as well. So I also have take personal readings. So if you want to get a booking with me, make sure to go again to the description box below. There's gonna be the link that says book now, and it'll take you to my website. If it's easier, you can also book directly on my Instagram. You want to go to the book now button placed on my bio, and you can go to the same website. With this said, I do not take requests outside the giveaways or the days I'm available. Any other service that you want that you don't see applied, it's not given, so please do not ask me for those. Again, I have a sale going on for Valentine's Day for the 2nd, and that day is only open for that sale, which the service is already listed as Valentine's Day sale only. So if you book anything else, gonna be declined on that day. Please make sure to either or book for that day for the sale, or choose any other available times and days for anything else. So with this said, guys, thank you once again for the love and support. A friendly reminder that I do not offer any free readings outside the giveaway, and I never message anybody offering readings on any social media, so make sure to know that that's not me. With this said, thank you so much for the love and support, and I hope you guys have an amazing day.